What is happening, y'all? Cowboy here, and welcome to Horizon Forbidden West and the Burning Shores expansion. A big thanks to the folks at Sony for the code. Super excited to jump into this. This was one of my favorite games of last year. I rated this, I think I gave it like a 10 out of 10. I had so much fun playing Horizon. Thank you for installing the Burning Shores DLC. The DLC features new quests that continue the main storyline and is set in an entirely new area of the map, featuring new characters, machines, weapons, skills, tools, outfits, collectibles, and more. Make sure you've completed Singularity. Aloy will then be contacted with the next steps. The new skills are available at any time. Ghost levels will be returned upon reaching the new max level. I guess I just kind of... Oh, here we go.
A certain complication has come to my attention that we must discuss. I'll be waiting at Tilda's. It's proven to be a useful headquarters for my inquiries into the Zenith base. And don't worry, I haven't disturbed her precious art.
Fine. I'll be there when I can.
Man, it sucks that he's gone. The Burning Shores. Thought I could travel to... Oh, hang on. There's a campfire next to it I can travel to. Thought I could travel directly to Tilda's, but I guess not. I was actually curious what they're gonna do with Lance gone. How they're gonna... Are they gonna just like phase out Silence? Are they gonna get a new voice actor for him in any subsequent games? Definitely a big loss. One of the most distinct voices that comes to mind for both like gaming and animation.
So this is where Tilda tried to reel you in. What was her proposal? That together you could save the planet? Just as your precious genetic mother always wanted? I believe the old ones called that a bait-and switch. Luring you with the promise of a vibrant new world, when in reality, it's doomed to be cracked open by nemesis and scoured of life.
If you're trying to get a rise out of me about Tilda, it's not gonna work. And if you really believed we have no future, you wouldn't be here.
And perhaps I'm just waiting to see if you can once again achieve the impossible. Speaking of which, my preparations for Nemesis have revealed a new problem. I've been searching the remains of the Zenith base for any data that could help us. In doing so, I discovered that 13 of our spacefaring friends descended to Earth from the Odyssey.
But we only found 12 corpses total, including Verbena at the biotech lab.
Your math is impressive as always, but yes, it appears that one got away. His name is Walter Landra. In the 21st century, he was an aerospace magnate, but also a bit of a celebrity. I'm sure I don't have to tell you that he's far too dangerous to be allowed to roam free. You need to find him and deal with him.
So Landra made his fortune by selling spaceships?
Not exactly. He built ships and drones that could mine near-Earth asteroids for rare metals, generating untold riches.
I'm starting to see why you're worried.
Indeed. Thanks to us, he no longer has access to the Odyssey or the Zenith base, but he likely has extensive knowledge of potent old-world technologies. As such, he represents both a threat and an opportunity.
You think he might know about something that can help with Nemesis?
It's possible, yes.
You said you've been searching through the Zenith base. Did you find anything that can help against Nemesis?
Well, I believe our best option is to unearth powerful technologies, from the Zenith, the ancient past, or both. And with such knowledge in hand, we might be able to build a weapon to hurt Nemesis in a way that it can't currently anticipate.
Surprise attack? I like it.
Don't get your hopes up. I found a few leads, but nothing concrete. It will be a long search, I fear.
So where do you think Landra went?
The coast, far to the south. An area racked by tectonic shifts and volcanic activity. The few Tenakth who have ventured there refer to it as the Burning Shores. But 1,000 years ago it was called Los Angeles. A hub for the technology and entertainment industries. Landra's space mining company, Heaven Sent, was headquartered there. It stands to reason he would retreat to familiar territory. I'll send you the coordinates. So, are you ready to track down our rogue Zenith?
Okay, to the Burning Shores then.
Proceed with caution, Aloy. I suspect Landra is even more devious and resourceful than the other Zeniths.
Oh, silence. If I didn't know better, I'd think you were actually concerned about my safety.
Aloy? I hope I haven't caught you in the middle of fighting a giant machine or something.
Hey, Beta, I'm actually on my way to the Burning Shores.
Oh, right. Gaia and I heard about your mission from Silence. Be safe, okay? We'll be here if you need us.
Will do. Thanks.
It's gonna be dope going back and like experiencing content, but now I have like all my stuff, you know? I can control pterodactyls, I can fly, I have different things that all sorts of stuff I can fight with.
This is it. Landra's headquarters shouldn't be far. Can't be good. Shit!
Something tells me I'm not gonna be flying. There's probably going to be a system in place where it's like I need to like take out towers or something to regain the ability to fly in certain areas.
Come on! Come on!
Bit of a rough landing.
Were you actually flying just now?
Yeah, just, not my best landing.
Damn, more machines.
Angry hippos.
Stay back. I'll handle this.
Hold on, I can help too.
Let's see what you got.
Okay. Phew, it's been a while since I've played. That's a lot of stuff. You were my long range. You were my regular. You were my rip 'em up full of arrows.
Fix the override for wide Mars.
See those glowing crystals?
Should be able to use
One hit to detonate.
Yeah, okay, got it.
Are they? Oh, wow. Okay, so some environmental stuff. That's nice.
This one's mine!
Heavy bowgun. Nope, I don't want to be gobbled up. Where did you come from? It has been a minute. Alright, let me see here. I need to... Ah! yeah, you little burly shit.
Let's see who takes it.
What was it? It's right up in... Oh. R1, but R2 still works.
Oh, you know how to hold your own. The name's Seika.
Aloy. I could, say the same about you. You have a focus. So you're Quinn. You're not exactly like any diviner I've met.
How do you even know that?
I'm sure you have a lot of questions, but first...
Just one for now. I saw you before you crashed, flying on a sunwing. It didn't look like you knew about that tower, which means you're new. So what brought you here?
I'm looking for someone. There's a ruin. On the hill northeast of here, that's where I was headed.
The ruin on the hill. You mean Starlight Rise?
You know it. Is there another way to get there?
Maybe. But first, we're gonna have to do something about that tower. I think we can help each other, Aloy. The tower's not far from where my people made camp. I can show you the way.
Hold on. You said we can help each other, but what exactly are you doing here?
Let's just say, I need that tower dealt with too. Come on.
Gonna take a minute to refamiliarize myself with all the different
This way.
uses for different
Follow me.
weapons. Hang on, there's stuff to loot first, Seika.
We'll have to take my skiff to get to the settlement.
What were you doing out here anyway?
The skiff's rudder is a bit off. I was after some parts to fix it.
What's that? So, alright, you're just quick element. Remember, this was my main go-to. Advanced Hunter, Advanced Precision. I gotta... Oh, you're my throw. Okay, so you're the sniping bow. You're the normal bow. You're the fast bow. You're my throwers. Okay. And then I have the Shredder Gauntlet, and then I have that thing. And then if I remember, I think it's... Yeah. RB does that. Okay. Yep, okay. Alright. And then I remembered both triggers activates my super mode, which with my current setup I think was just like detonating a arrow, essentially.
I'll save the extra stock for later.
Mounts, flash traps, food. Okay, it's all coming back to me.
Let's move!
I need probably like, you know, an episode. By episode 2, I think I'll be back in the groove. Potions. That's it. There we go.
Here she is. I just need to attach this component I picked up. Hold tight.
Never seen a boat like that before.
Me and a gearhead back at the settlement roped it together. Works well enough.
An engine.
That'll do it. Skiff's good to go. Hop in. Oh no. Not another one.
Whoa!
Like I said, there's no getting to Starlight Rise so long as that tower's there. Okay, casting off.
Huh. Sure beats rowing.
I've had a lot of time to improve her design.
How long have your people been here?
About a year, I think. We hit this massive storm crossing the Great Ocean. Lost half the fleet and our bearings. It was a miracle we even made it to these shores. We've been stuck here ever since.
See. I'm sorry to hear that. Just how many of you are left?
Not as many as there should be. We've had other troubles since the shipwreck. And some of those remaining aren't much help.
Sounds like you're not thrilled to go back.
Bringing back an Outlander's certainly going to complicate things. It'll be fine. Just follow my lead and let me do the talking.
If you say so.
So a
That's
tie
it on your
collar.
left. Lead's end.
Uplifting name.
We weren't in great spirits when we made landfall. Okay, here we go.
I don't know anything further. May I be dismissed?
No. You will remain here until the traitor returns. You!
Here we go.
Sorry.
One act of treason breeds another, it seems. Stealing a diviner's focus, leading a barbarian into our midst.
Where's the Quinino?
Arrest them both. Remove their focuses at once.
Arrest us. This is a matter for the Admiral, not a compliance officer.
By all means. It's true. Seika stole the focus.
Who's the barbarian?
She's done for.
Things seem kind of tense around here.
It's not our best day.
Admiral Garrett! It's as I told you, sir. The proof is now before your eyes. A soldier dared to don a diviner's focus. The eye that reveals the legacy. But Seika did not stop there. She brought a barbarian among us. In direct violation of Confidentiality Clause 3A. Protocol states that these...
I might be our last chance at finding our missing people, sir. Diviner Vi's focus showed me his last moments. He found a clue. The ruin on Starlight Rise. There's evidence our people were there.
Huntress headquarters.
Now we have no means of safe passage. Not in our current situation. But she might have another way.
Remember the law, sir. Focus is for a diviner. No one else.
I don't like this. This dude's so obnoxious.
Concerning. And there will have to be a reckoning. But finding our lost crew is paramount. If Seika has a chance of bringing them back, our course is clear. Even compliance must recognize that. I will allow it. Seika and the Outsider are free to pursue this lead.
But, sir, if...
Outlander, I'd like a word when you have a moment.
Damn them.
You okay?
I shouldn't have said that. It's just that... my sister is one of the missing. Not only that, she's our last navigator. Our only means of getting home. I've got to find her. Even if it means using a forbidden relic. Meanwhile, Rang and the others act like I'm the problem, when in reality, I'm the only one looking for a solution.
Look, I understand. Maybe more than you know, but for now, I think we need to calm down and
I am
just...
calm.
You're right, of course. Getting upset isn't going to help.
Okay. We both need to get to the place you call Starlight Rise. But that tower seems like it knocks anything nearby out of the sky.
Out of the water, too. It fires at any watercraft in range.
Oh, great. Well, it seems to me you've got some kind of plan in mind to deal with it.
Maybe. Between the two of us, there might be a way.
What exactly did you find on that diviner's focus?
When the scout boat sent by the Admiral didn't return, he sent our very last one to find out what happened to them. Diviner Vi was on board. They made it as far as Starlight Rise, went inland and found a camp and a bunch of equipment. It looked like some of our people went into a ruin there. Then they spotted a machine, unlike anything we've seen. Silver and gold, moved like a spider.
Spiders?
They ran back to their boat.
They were lucky to escape. I've dealt with those things before.
Well, their luck ran out fast. The morning they tried to sail back, the tower went up and blew them right out of the water. Vi's body washed ashore here sometime later. A friend of mine found it and let me know. The same friend that ratted me out to Rang for taking the focus. But what was I supposed to do?
I would have done the same thing. Trust me. You think there's a way to do something about that tower?
If we want to reach Starlight Rise, we have to try. I was able to approach the tower on foot, but I couldn't get close enough to shoot at it or anything like that. With the right help, though,
Show me the way and we'll give it a shot.
you'll probably want to resupply first. You can use my skiff if you need to hunt for resources. Just stay south of the settlement. The tower can't hit that side. I set up some buoys to mark its radius.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go clear my head. There's a bridge that leads to the ruins where the tower is mounted. I'll wait for you on the other side.
Hold on. There's one more thing. The Quen here, all of this. You were part of a larger expedition, right? Headed for San Francisco?
That's how you know about us. And you've seen the others, haven't you? And they're alive.
Most of them, yeah. I can put you in touch with them, but we should find your missing people first, right?
They're alive. This is great news. But yes, you're right, it should wait. If we tell everyone now, it'll just be a distraction. So for the sake of the missing, we have to keep the focus on them.
All right then. I'll see you on the other side of the bridge.
Fleet's End.
Might not be a
Okay.
bad idea to resupply before I meet Seika.
I gotta figure out
Could explore a little with her skiff first.
some stuff. But let me kind of just bebop around the town real fast. See what's in store for me here. Check if there's like new stuff being sold. Oh, and also let me see something here. Am I on fidelity? There we go. I noticed a little bit of popping earlier, so we're gonna put performance favored on. And got no weapons. Right, Ice Storm Bolt Blaster. It's pretty cool. Corruption, Ice, and Lightning. Turbo Stealth, Close Range, Overdraw, Knockdown, Melee, Follow-Up. Got Corruption Arrows, and this, how do I compare this? Death Seeker Shadow. So my current has Shock, Pierce, and then whatever those are, impact. I mean, critical hit, knockdown. That's pretty good. But I don't know, it seems like it'd be better with the close range and melee follow-up type stuff. I don't know. I like that it has corruption arrows though, that's cool. Eye of the Storm, warrior bow. Now that's solid because I don't have a good warrior bow. Ice, lightning, and corrosion all on one. That's pretty nice. I would need 8 brim shine, whatever that is. Sharp shot bow. So I don't remember what those arrow types are. That might be worth it. Stealth damage, which is how I'm using this generally. Multiple enemy damage, overdraw. Instant brittle and draw speed. Oh wow, so this is considerably straight. Yeah, basically all this stuff is going to be better than what I have access to, I think. Rope caster with explosive or corruption, I like it. Bolt blaster. Distant thunder. I mean, draw speed 25% seems really good. Berserk is what it was, not corruption. Lead. Gee, some of these are nuts. Is this like post-game content they added in, or just... Oh, do I have anything to sell? Sell. Sell. So new bows that are really good. Trap pouch. As well. Potion. Okay, good there. Haven't done traps in a minute. I don't really play trap styles. We're looking on ammo. Need some of that. Little low there, low here. Definitely low here. Good for now. Outfit upgrades. Different armor sets that I had. Okay. We did that, we did that. Let's see what else is down here. Got a quest down there. Food. Man, it's a big restoration. 75% health and stamina. And increased weapon stamina limit. Yeah, sure, I'll buy one of those.
Never hunt on an empty stomach.
You're very right. Campfire over here, and then a quest we can pick up. And unknown tremor tusk. Is it a variant?
I see compliance is keeping busy.
You have no idea. Or maybe you do. Meet me at the burial grounds, up the western hill.
Okay.
Sounds like people don't like compliance very much. Let's see what this unknown marker is real fast. Okay. Resonator, build up, blast, and damage. Concentration setup. Isn't that where I hold? Use your concentration limit. Aim and tap R3. I mean, this sounds like a pretty good set. What do I have on right now? Yeah, because I'm concentration, deep, and regen. This gets me +2 concentration. I get less regen and less deep. But I pick up Valor Surge Master, which is nice. No, never mind. Valor Surge Master and Weapon Stamina are both for my perks already. So I'm losing out on... Well, actually, my Valor Surge will go up to like 3. I'll be losing out on stealth range and heavy weapon. So that's probably going to also be worth it for me. It's a Resonator. Resonator Blast. Oh, where you attack it and you put the thing on it and then you pop it. Yeah.
Few things that might interest you.
It's all sorts of... Pretty much everything we've seen so far is just... Yep, it's better. It is better. No, I kind of like my current color setup.
Spruce up your garments.
Yeah, I know you can. Right. That's where the quest is at. How are we on time? At 30 minutes? I mean, I guess I could... Let's this first part, let's go an hour. Because I'd like to do a little bit of exploring around. Just kind of see what this area has in store. Really pick up a bearing for my controls again and, you know, buttons and stuff.
This easy?
Let's go over to that guy.
Hey, can we switch shifts, please?
Need to get to the skiff if I'm gonna go anywhere.
Okay, let's see.
The other thing, I want to see if the lava is like lethal. Approaching lava, does that suddenly do a ton of damage to me? Seems we're good. So let's see. Let's go. We'll go over here. We'll hit that campfire up. You know, I gotta say, pretty big improvement on LA. There's so much less traffic.
Good place as any.
I wonder if there's gonna be like a call skiff button.
Ruin collapsed recently, judging by the state of that fanghorn. Maybe it found something valuable. I should take a closer look.
Rhino cases. Alright, remember how to do the pullcaster.
I was crushed. Probably when this wall came down. But what was it doing here? My focus might help.
Alright, I want to... I'm gonna have to like literally look up how to use the damn pullcaster. Tool, weapon technique, override mode shift, tool use, hold to open hunter's kit. Grapple. There we go. This looks... Shellwalker.
A shellwalker crate. This Fanghorn wasn't working alone. If the Fanghorn found anything worth salvaging, the shellwalker would have hauled it away. Might be able to pick up its tracks.
Am I supposed to collect the Pangea figurine? Got a little dinosaur icon on my map for a second. Yeah, look, little dinosaur. Is that what I'm here to get? Is there a dinosaur figurine over here? How do I... Where? I don't see...
There. Shellwalker scuttled away.
I mean, this makes me think that there's like a case here that I grabbed that has this like mint condition dino inside of it. Like, why would it be an icon on my map otherwise? I want my dino. Like, am I going crazy here? The Pangea figurine. I don't see a Pangea figurine. I see tracks. I see the thing about the case. This saying shit's empty. This is shit I ripped out. Where is this? I don't get it. Whatever, let's just follow this for now. Oh, that's something I'll figure out later. I ain't gonna waste any more time on it. Unless maybe this is it. Maybe it's the tracks. The Shellwalker stole the Pangea figurine.
These Shellwalkers must have been from the shop. Oh, looks like it's got some friends too. It'll be easier to search the area if I clear them out. Looks like there's some kind of relic by that crate. Now I just have to get to it.
Hmm. It's the best weapon. Actually, what are we on difficulty-wise? Let me see. We're on normal. Okay. I'm fine sticking on normal. Not everything needs to be try-harding. I'm noticing that more and more these days that I like to, like, unless it is a Souls game in particular, I find myself not enjoying the difficulty curves as much. I think it's just because a lot of games, like, they, you know, difficulty hard, which is just you get hit harder, enemy has more health. Which is not really what I want. Whereas with the, you know, with Souls there is no difficulty. It's just get good. But it's, I don't know, it's a different kind of difficulty. You know, you're overcoming a challenge that is very well, like, cultivated and planned out in a specific way. Whereas, you know, a lot of games, that's just not what the difficulty is.
I can only ride Shellwalkers. Those are the data I got from the cauldrons.
Alright, was this the one that had the goodies? Can I, like, not kill him because he's considered friend right now? So confused.
An ancient figurine.
There we go, we did got it.
Looks like it was part of a set.
Alright, now we finish this. Yeah, you don't have the defensive bonus from being my ally anymore. Okay, so we got little Pangea things to collect. I want to go see if this is like a Tremor Tusk variant. I don't know what we're up against out here, you know? Yeah, just a regular Tremor Tusk. Okay, and there's this. Let me go see that. Let me go take the skiff back out.
Let's get going.
It's kind of cool. I gotta move the skiff through the shallow zones. Hopefully I get to upgrade this thing because it's kind of a slow burn. That's okay. Just riding my little skiff. Other effects are dope. Turn, yes it is. Looks like there's supposed to be an entry point like right in front of me, but I'm really not seeing it. We'll go over to this beach.
Maybe more sailing later? Okay, back to sailing. That's far enough.
Very eerie here.
Ruin. Just no shops. Maybe there's another figurine inside.
Go to sleep. It's a door code. Shit.
I need a code to get inside.
That ain't gonna happen. Let's go. I'm gonna go get some details on that. Is there a thing up here? No, there's not. Let's see what reward is offered for doing this quest.
Burial grounds. Better wait at the campfire for that Quen soldier.
You came. I wasn't sure you would.
Well, I'm here. I'm guessing this has something to do with the compliance officer's inspections I saw earlier?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. I saw you stand against compliance with Seika. You must have your own reasons for doing so. But just how far are you willing to go to oppose Rang?
I'll do what I can. Look, I get that you're not quick to trust, but I can only help if you let me.
I suppose you're right. especially in times like these. You've seen the influence compliance has here. It's even worse back home. But there are a few of us who do whatever we can to undermine them. We joined the fleet to further our cause, led by Diviner Enki. A while back, Enki set out with a crew to recover a priceless shipping manifest, disguised as a scouting trip.
But they never made it back.
Exactly. Only Enki and Kelva, another ally, knew the true purpose of their expedition. That manifest could lead us to undiscovered focus caches back in the Great Delta. Which is why I need your help to find Enki, or finish what he started.
The manifest that Enki was after, you said it could lead to more focuses?
Stockpiles of them, all back in the Great Delta. Only diviners are allowed to study the legacy, and from what Enki told me, only part of it at that.
So with focuses of your own, you could learn the truth for yourselves.
Not just learn, use. Everything the Quen have built, our fleets, our technologies, comes from the legacy. The true might of the Empire. With that knowledge and power on our side, we could finally loosen the stranglehold the boards have on our people. Maybe even overthrow them altogether.
I'll try to find Enki's expedition. Where exactly were they headed?
An island far to the southwest. Enki believed the manifest would be found in a ruin there. I also thought I saw smoke rising from another island east of it. Perhaps they ran into some trouble on the way?
It's worth a look.
If, ancestors forbid, something happened to Enki out there, his focus can still help our cause, and the manifest he was after.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
I mean, if it screws over that dude, I'm all about it. 'Cause I don't like that guy. I get Imperial Gold and 2 skill points. True skills, I haven't even looked. Alright, so new skills. Warrior's Instinct active skill. Increase your awareness of weakened enemies and the duration they're knocked down. So you can just like RP walk up to them and then break their necks or something. Oh, that's cool. So then I can use my spear to apply elements. That's really cool. I like that a lot. Health gain and damage gain. It's neat. Ooh, ooh. Yo, okay. I was like, oh, it's like 3 mines? No, it's like 8. Starts off at 4, and then it's gonna level up to... That's dope. Gain health inside a smoke bomb. That's useful. Recovers from a tied down. 1 more rope instantly reties it. That's pretty busted. This was the tree I worked on mostly. Glide targeting. Slow down time and quick draw your weapon when aiming during a glide. Gain the ability to fire the Spectre Gauntlet while gliding. I don't know what the Spectre Gauntlet is. I'm sure we'll knock it. Machine Grapple Strike. Gain the ability to grapple strike machines. Tap X while jumping within range to perform a grapple strike. Then type R1 when prompted to energize the target for a Resonator Blast. That sounds badass. Hunter's Mark, Valor Surge. Oh, I'm using Power Shots already. Is this what I have equipped on, I think? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's like component sniping. That's not that good. By death. That's kind of cool. Just generate cover. That's cool. I definitely want that. And the glide targeting and machine grapple strike are no-brainers for me. I don't know, yeah, there's a lot of stuff I'm going to pick up here. It looks good. I mean, I'm going to end up getting everything, but getting points for doing the side quest seems like a no-brainer to me. Smoke signal Southwest Island. Was this the whole region right here? It is. Yeah. Alright. Well, we are pretty much at an hour. Let's wrap up. For the next part.
Really change things in their homeland.
Yeah, let's go do that. I like the idea of picking up some skill points so we can get access to one of the new abilities. Plus, I don't like that dude. that compliance officer dude, so anything that screws him over is a win in my book. But we'll have more of this coming your way. The plan is to basically get this whole series done by the time I get back from England so that we can jump right into Jedi Survivor. So expect this to run up through the 29th. So y'all are going to be getting a lot of episodes, you know, maybe 3 per day or something. I don't know. I plan on just like banging this series out, like 10-hour, 12-hour recording day or something. So yeah, lots coming your way. So stay tuned. I'll catch y'all then with more.